Colleges are now using AI to filter applications, which means students who feel more human than ever before are the ones who actually stand out. Hey California families, if your student is applying to college in 2026 or 2027, there's one concern I'm hearing over and over again right now. It's not just UC PIQs, it's not just testing changes, it's AI. Parents are telling me we're worried our student's essay is going to get flagged as AI generated, or worse, it's going to sound so generic that admissions officers completely overlook it. And they're right to be concerned, because what's happening behind the scenes in college admissions right now is changing faster than most families realize. But here's the opportunity. Colleges are now using AI to filter applications, which means students who feel more human than ever before are the ones who actually stand out. I'm Trevor Mizrahi, an independent college admissions advisor here in California, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how colleges are evaluating essays in 2026, and the strategy we're using with our families to make sure applications don't just pass, but they stand out. Stay with me because this shift alone can be the difference between a waitlist and an acceptance. In 2025, we saw a massive surge of students using tools like ChatGPT to write their college essays. Now in 2026, admissions officers are adjusting quickly. Most top schools have already moved away from traditional AI detectors. They were unreliable and in many cases flagged completely original student work. Instead, what I'm seeing and what colleges are increasingly doing is much more sophisticated. They're using AI to summarize entire applications before a human even reads the file. That includes the common application essay, supplemental essays, activities lists, sometimes even recommendations letters, all distilled into a short, high-level summary for the admissions reader. And here in California, there are some important nuances. At the University of California system, your PIQs are still read by human readers. There is no confirmed AI filtering layer yet at that level. But that doesn't mean you're safe with generic writing responses. Because human readers are now comparing thousands of applications, and anything that feels templated or AI assisted fades instantly. Meanwhile, schools like California Institute of Technology are experimenting with tools like Viva, an AI-assisted interview systems designed to evaluate authenticity, depth, and intellectual engagement, especially for students submitting research. The goal is not to catch students using AI, but their goal is to identify which students are genuinely thinking. That's the shift. The machine is no longer looking for perfect writing. It's looking for signal. Here's how this plays out in real life. Your student submits their application. That application gets processed and in many cases summarized into a short profile before the admissions officer spends a few minutes reviewing it. If the essay is technically strong, but emotionally flat, the summary ends up sounding like this. Student is interested in biology and community service. That's it. No dimension, no depth, no differentiation. And once that happens, your student becomes interchangeable with thousands of others. This is what families are missing when they search things like how to make your college essay stand out with AI, or how colleges review applications in 2026. It's not about avoiding AI detection. It's really about avoiding compression into something forgettable. So how do you actually beat this? We use something called the Human Premium Strategy, and it's especially effective for California students applying to UCs and competitive out-of-state schools. Rule number 1, the 70-30 rule. AI should be used for no more than 30% of the process. That means brainstorming, structuring ideas, maybe outlining. But the remaining 70%, the storytelling, the reflection, the emotional nuance, that has to come directly from your student, because that's the part AI cannot replicate convincingly. Rule number 2, the specific detail defense. AI struggles with lived experience. So every strong essay should include what I call micro moments. These are small, specific sensory details that only your student could describe. Not general statements like, I learned leadership, but moments like the exact sentence a coach said that changed their mindset, the feeling in their hands before a competition, a small, overlooked moment that triggered a shift in perspective. Those details are what survive AI summarization and signal authenticity to human readers. Rule number 3, vulnerability as the differentiator. In a world of polished AI-assisted writing, vulnerability becomes proof of humanity. Not surface level vulnerability, but the actual internal shift. Where your student was wrong, where they struggled, where something didn't work, and how they adjusted. This is what admissions officers are increasingly rewarding. It's also exactly what systems like Caltech's Viva are trying to surface. Here's a quick risk check you can run tonight. If your student's essay or PIQ does not include at least 3 moments that only they could have experienced, it is at high risk of being summarized as generic. And once that happens, it's very difficult to recover. Here are 3 signs your essay sounds like a bot and how to fix it. First, there are no specific lived-in details. Fix that by anchoring the essay in one real moment your student can fully describe. Second, the writing is technically perfect but doesn't sound like your student. Fix that by reading it out loud. If something doesn't sound like they actually speak, it needs revision. Third, the theme is something thousands of students could claim. Fix that by grounding it in your student's actual environment, challenges, and perspective, especially within their own context as a California student. This is the bigger picture most families aren't seeing yet. If you've been searching things like, are colleges using AI in admissions, or how to write UC PIQs that stand out in 2026, this is the layer underneath those questions. And this is where applications are actually being won or lost. If you want help applying this directly to your student, this is exactly what we do in our one-on-one gap analysis consultation. We look at your student's college list, academics, testing strategy, and essays, and identify where they're at risk in this new admissions environment and where they have opportunities to stand out. If you want to schedule that, you can click in the link below or in the description to book a free consultation. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe, and drop a comment with your biggest concern about AI in college admissions. And in the next video, I'm going to break down what I call the testing renaissance and what California families need to understand right now.